Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Ring's Edge. My name is Sarah, and I am your host. This week, we are talking about the Royal Rumble from January 19th, 1991. This Rumble was suggested to me from a follower of the page, and they wanted me to check it out and give my opinions. So let's get started. Your first match of that night is a tag team encounter, the Orient Express versus the Rockers. Now, if you know anything about me, you know that I'm a huge Shawn Michaels fan. I collect everything that I can get my hands on of his, and I love his story. I love his background, where he came from, how he turned his life around to Christ. And it's just inspiring to me. The Rockers came out on top with this match, and it's been a while since I've seen a young Shawn Michaels match, so it was interesting to see. I didn't know that they were on this pay-per-view. So, of course, I give that match a 10 out of 10. Sensational Sherry calls out the Ultimate Warrior. Now, the reason why she called him out is because she wanted him to promise that he would give Randy Savage a title shot if he retained the WWE Championship tonight. Ultimate Warrior said, nope, not happening. Even if she was flirting with him and everything else that she was doing. Your second match of the night was the Barbarian versus Big Boss Man. Your winner was Big Boss Man. Now, in my opinion, I've never seen any of these men wrestle, but they're really good. They definitely are two powerhouses, and I give this match an 8 out of 10. Your third match of the night was WWF for the WWF Championship with Ultimate Warrior versus Sergeant Slaughter. Your winner and your champion, despite the controversy, is Sergeant Slaughter. Now, in my opinion, I've never seen either of these men wrestle before. They were before my time, before I started watching wrestling full time. So this is old school for me. But a fun fact is that Sergeant Slaughter actually follows The Ring Edge on Twitter. And I thought that was pretty cool. So I give that match a 7 out of 10. The fourth match is Coco Beware versus the Mountie, with the Mountie coming out on top. And in my opinion, again, I've never seen either of them wrestle. I've heard of them, but I've never seen them wrestle before. But they do have the passion and the talent. So I give that match an 8 out of 10. The fifth match of the night was Dustin and Dusty Rhodes versus Ted DiBiase and Virgil. Your winners of the match are Ted DiBiase and Virgil. Now, DiBiase wants Virgil to put the $1 Million Championship on him, but I guess Virgil... Now, obviously, I don't know the build-up to these matches, so I don't know what happened beforehand. But obviously, Virgil was getting fed up, and he turns on DiBiase, hitting him with the championship. I've seen all four of these men wrestle before, and Dustin still wrestles today for AEW. I've also seen DiBiase and Virgil in real life, but I've never actually met them. So I give this match an 8 out of 10. Your sixth match of the night is the Royal Rumble match. I'm not going to list your participants, but I'm going to list your eliminations of the night. In order: Dino Bravo, Saba Simba, Paul Roma, Bret Hart, Bushwhacker Butch. I'm trying to say that 5 times fast. Jake Roberts, the Texas Tornado, Jimmy Snuka, Randy Savage, The Undertaker, Hawk, Animal, Jim Duggan, Smash, Greg Valentine, Tito Santana, Bushwhacker Luke, Hercules, Crush, The Warlord, Shane Douglas, Tugboat, Mr. Perfect, Jim Neidhart, Haku, Rick Martel, the British Bulldog, Brian Knobbs, Earthquake, and your winner was Hulk Hogan. Here are my overall opinions of the night. I personally thought this was a great pay-per-view. This was before my time. I actually wasn't born until 92. So this was actually a year before I was born. So seeing old school rockers who have since... Rockers, listen to me. Old school superstars who I've never seen wrestle before was actually quite interesting. And when I was watching this, my husband made the comment of, it's not flashy like it is nowadays. I said, yeah, because they didn't, like, that stuff wasn't around back then. It was just coming, now it's all flashy and stuff. But it wasn't back then. And seeing the simpler things with it was awesome. Of course, it was interesting to see because it was before my time. Most of the stars on this show have since passed away. And seeing them wrestle for like the first time is completely different for me because I've never seen them wrestle. So it's definitely different. But seeing a young Shawn Michaels was awesome. And his freaking mullet, my goodness gracious. I haven't watched many matches from his younger days with Marty Jannetty. Honestly. But that is my review for the Royal Rumble from 1991. If you would like me to do similar videos and cover something, please let me know in the comment boxes below, or you can let me know on any social media platform. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And if you're not comfortable with those, you can also hit me up on my email, which is theringsedge06@gmail.com. And I love taking suggestions, and I will get to them as soon as I possibly can. This was suggested a little bit ago, like a couple weeks ago, and I'm just now getting around to it just because it's been a crazy, like, my life is just insane with working full time. But if there is anything that you would love for me to cover, please let me know. If you would love to join me for an episode and do this with me, let me know too, and we'll figure out a way to do it. Until then, know that we always take it to the ring's edge.